Hello.
Hello, welcome to our booth. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Alessandro from Horrible Guild.
Okay. Glad to see you again.
Yeah. It's been a few years.
Yes. Thank you for coming. Okay, you got 3 games today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have 2 games that are already out here in Essen, and then we have a prototype of a game that is currently on Kickstarter.
Okay.
But we are showcasing it at the fair, so if you want to come out to our booth, you can play it.
Okay.
We have
The first game.
Flower Fields.
Yes. Flower Field. Can I?
Oh yeah.
Can you show you? Okay. Flower Field.
Flower Fields from Luca Borsa and Luca Bellini. This is a kind of puzzle game where your goal is to create a garden with a garden with flowers, and then you want to also attract these very nice bees and place them in your flower fields, because this is how you make points. As you can imagine from this setup here, this is a tile game. So you pick tiles from here and you place them on your board. There's a few placement rules. For example, you need to start from the bottom of your board, and then the tiles must be attached to any other existing tile. So I cannot place it like here. I need to keep them close. But other than that, you are pretty free to do what you want. You can also cover these pre-printed things if you want, but if you can use them, it's better for you. When it's your turn, you can do 1 out of 4 actions. One is to pick a tile from the circle. You should pick the first one in clockwise order next to the sun, but if you have some bees in your pool, you can also spend a bee to skip that tile and take them. Now this is not very... Okay. I don't want a white tile. For example, I can pay a bee, skip it, now I take this. And then I could, for example, do something like this, which will connect my red and yellow flower fields in a pretty neat way. Or, and if when you place a tile, it has bee space, you can also place a bee from your pool for free. Not for free, but as a free action. Because placing bees comes with a cost. The more bees you have. So, for example, if I took this and wanted to place a second bee.
Is it possible? Because
there is a tie here. But nice question. The second bee, in addition to playing the bee, I also need to discard 1 bee because there is already 1. And so on. Each bee gets more expensive. Then you can also, instead of picking a tile, you can pick one of these tiles from here, but to make that you have to pay 2 bees. Or you can take bees from here, or you can place bees. If you have just empty space, you don't take that and place a bee. At the end of the game, there's 3 seasons, and each season you play in turns like this until all tiles have been taken. At the end of the 3rd season, you make points, and it works like this. For each colored area, you look at how many zones there are. So, for example, this is 1 zone, this is 1 zone, this is 1 very small zone and another zone here. So you count them, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 zone.
Multiplied by the number of bees. And that's the points you get. So the bigger the area and the more bees you have, the more points you get. The red one, for example, would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points now, but if I add another bee, it becomes 8.
8 points,
And this is true for blue, yellow, and red. The white ones, they don't have bee spaces, but they come with these hive symbols. And at the end of each season, you look how many hives you have on the tiles and on your board. You subtract the number of cobwebs that are still visible on your board,
The hive mode.
And that number is the number of bees that you gain at the end of the game. So white is useful for gaining more bees.
Okay.
And also you get points just for the bigger area, 1 point for each zone.
Okay. Can you hide the web?
Of course, that is what I just did. You can do that. For example, I could have done this here.
Yeah.
Which would have added 1 hive and hid 1 cobweb. So this would be 1 bee more, actually 2 bee more.
Yeah.
And finally, you also get bonus points for each full row or column. So for example, if I place this here, this is a full row, and I get 5 bonus points. And this is also true for the columns. These printed parts count for the for example, if I place this here and then I also fill these free spaces, this is a full column. And that's it. The player with the most points wins. It's a pretty easy game, but with a lot of choices because choosing the correct tiles is really interesting.
Oh, very good.
And there's many more tiles in the bag, so there's many different kinds of tiles with colors, shapes, and bee spaces all around.
Yeah, so beautiful.
It's a pretty little quick but interesting and deep game.
Yeah, very good.
Then
and the second one is
we have Spotlight.
Spotlight. Yeah. Spotlight.
Which is a very, very interesting game because of these.
Oh, right. Oh, this is lantern.
This looks perfect on your camera. I was afraid of the light. Look at it.
Nice.
So you have this little white stick and this dark board, but when you put it inside, as you have seen, it's like magic. It's like using a flashlight in the dark.
Yeah, right.
And
for something,
the goal of the game, this is a cooperative game, so each player has, there is also a competitive mode, but the main mode is cooperative. So each player has their own pawn, and also, I lost here it is, this thing here that we will, this thing here that we will see what it's needed in a moment. So the goal of the game is to use the flashlight to find a secret character. A secret. No, it's not really secret. Sorry. For example, let's say we have to find this girl.
This girl.
We have the send timer. So we flip it, and this is the time all players have because each player has their own board. So you have this time to look for the girl. And let's see. The girl is not an easy one. I should have taken another. Here's one.
Right?
That's one, but there's more than one. So we should be
standing.
Still in many different positions and activities. So here's another one.
Another one.
Then let's see if we can find. Here's another one under the table, looking with something for. And so on. So you have you keep doing this as long as the send timer has time. Then you set your dial on the number of we just found 3. So for example, let's set 3. Okay. And you do this secretly, then all players together reveal it. Now you look at the solution, which is on the back of the card. Wow. That was 5, so we missed 2. But it's fine. If we put a number that is lower than the real one, our pawn moves these many spaces forward. If we found all of them, it will be 1 space more because there is 1 more star. And as a bonus for finding them all, it will be 1 additional space. But if we said more, you don't move at all. And this is a problem because the goal of the game is, of course, to find as many things as possible. But in order to move your pawn forward and make a full lap of the track without getting caught by the moon pawn that is chasing you. How does the moon move? On the solution, you look at the number of moon icons here, and then you also roll this die,
Oh.
which could add more moon icons. So in this case, the moon would move 2 spaces forward.
2 space.
We just moved 4 if we found all of them.
Yeah.
So actually, we just found 3, so we moved 2.
Yeah.
So we managed to keep our gap in this case. But for example, if we made a mistake, the moon would be chasing us.
Yeah.
And when the moon catches one of the players, the game is over.
Over.
But you have, depending on the number of players, there's a varying amount of these lightning tokens that you can flip. For example, let's say that this is the situation, and the moon has caught this pawn. So we can flip one lightning to bring that pawn just in front of the moon and keep playing.
Yeah.
But when these are over, then it's game over.
Yeah.
And as you can see, there's many different
Yeah.
drawings that you can look for, like really many.
Wow.
And there's 5 boards in the game. They're all different.
All different?
Yes, but they all connect into. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
One very big. Look how beautiful this is. Don't look at it closely because it's a spoiler. But
Yeah.
it's so nice that we wanted to put a poster because you never really see everything all at once because it's all so dark.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
In a few moments, this is how the game works. Then there is also a competitive mode where you just want to find more stuff than the others. There is difficulty levels that you can compare your score to. There's a version for professional where you ignore one of the quadrants. I mean, a lot of customization options.
Okay.
And this was Spotlight.
Okay. Oh, yeah, very good. And the last one is.
The final one is. Sorry, I didn't have space to set up everything all at once.
No problem.
But now we do. It's Railroad Tiles, which is a follow-up to Railroad Ink that you already know.
I love Railroad Ink.
Yeah. We also have an app for that, as you just told me, you know. This is the same kind of puzzle, so you are placing railways and highways to build a network, a transportation network.
Yeah.
But this time, this is a prototype, so in this case we don't have dice, but we have these tiles. Very beautiful, I have to say, even if I am obviously biased. But they look really nice.
A new type.
Yeah. This is from no, with different. It's completely new. Yes, you're right. But it's inspired from the double curve of Railroad Ink Challenge, the green and the yellow boxes. So. In this game, there's player pawns that you use to, in turn order, you pick a column and you take all of those tiles. Then you use them to create your little network. Each player will be doing the same. Next round, this will be the new turn order, pretty classic mechanism. So now, if you take more tiles, you will choose later in the next round. So you have to balance that. And so this is a really strategic aspect. Compared to Railroad Ink, where everyone was using the same dice. So there's strategy in choosing which set of tiles to get, but if I get many, then I choose later. Maybe for now it's bad. I really need a specific kind of tile, so maybe I pick something that is not useful so that I can choose first in the next round. It adds a completely new layer to the game. Then another difference to Railroad Ink is basically all the scoring mechanism. They are different. The main one, now you can also gain points during the game, not only at the end. And it's by using
Oh.
these tiles.
So nice,
These
yeah.
pawns. Sorry. They work
Yeah.
like this. There's, if I find them, oh yeah. There's a stack of these tokens. These tokens here that
Yeah.
show these symbols. They are placed in a certain part of the board.
Yeah.
Like here on top. So you first reveal them here. They are only used when they slide each round, a new one is revealed, and they keep sliding to the right. And these are the only two that are active in a round. When this shows up, you can place one pawn of the corresponding type in a spot like this one. That says that you can place a pawn of that kind there.
Okay.
When you place a pawn, like for example like here, you get 1 point plus 1 point for each other tile of the same pawn of the same kind that is already connected. So for example, when we place this, we get 1 point. If then we place a second one, it's connected to the first. So you gain 1 point plus 1 for this. And these points can increase up to 5.
Up to 5.
Yes, so the fifth card would be worth 5 points, and then all cards after that would all be 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. So if you keep everything connected, you can make a lot of points, but you use these pawns. And obviously, cars can only be connected by road. Trains can only be connected by rails. So if I place this here now, these are not connected. So I would need to create a route to connect them first.
If they are connected,
The red, the little red people, they have their own placing spots, but they can be connected, changing from one kind of transportation network to the other. So, for example, in this situation, I can have one dish for 1 point. Then if I place this one, they can go here by car, then get on the train and connect to the other. So this would be worth 2 points. And that's it for the points that you make during the game.
Very interesting.
Then at the end of the game, you ignore the I'm cheating badly now, but it's just to make an example. So there's 2 ways to make bonus points. One, you look for the biggest rectangle you have. So right now we have 2 3 by 2, and you gain that many points. But for example, if we add one more tile here, now the biggest one will be 3 by 3, and that's 9 points. This is one way to make points. The other is to look for the sets of at least 3 tiles with the city background that you have in your landscape. So each one of them is worth 5 points. So actually this is a waste because so it would have been better if I had like this. Obviously, again, I am cheating with the rules, but
no problem.
just to show different sets of 3 city ties, it's the ideal thing to do. And this is how the game works. It lasts 8 rounds.
8 rounds.
Oh, I'm a bit late, sorry. 8 rounds. We also on Kickstarter. You can look it now. It's live for a week, I think, for 1 more week.
1 more week?
We also have like 8
Next
expansions. Yes. And lots of stuff.
Thank you very much.
See you.
I really excited with the tiles. Thank you for coming and
thanks for having us as usual. And have a nice proceeding rest of the fair.
Have a
Bye.
nice fair. Bye.